In today's video, I'll be breaking down 3 things that you could be possibly feeling, but you don't necessarily hear about it when you go to see your doctor. Number 1, brain fog. Brain fog is a very common symptom that you deal with when you're troubled with Eustachian tube dysfunction and you're just not understanding what's happening. You even have clogged ears. These are all very notable and very common things that you go through. For all of you out there that are dealing with brain fog, don't be alarmed. It's a condition that happens many times because of our inner ear. See, our ear is built up with inflammation over time, fluid buildup, and infections definitely can come. When we disrupt the normal communication pathways between the brain and our ears, this can result in a range of symptoms including dizziness and vertigo, but we'll talk more about that later. My main message is for all of you to remain calm. Most of the time, it's simply just a lack of clarity when it comes to brain fog. I'll be leaving some helpful links in the description on how to get rid of brain fog. Number 2, anxiety. A lot of you have visited the doctors, ENTs, and you're not being well educated about how anxiety seems to go up when you have ear-related problems. Eustachian tube dysfunction, tinnitus, even jaw problems. A lot of you are addressing that your anxiety has gone up and it's making you feel so bad to do anything basic nowadays. Just going to a softball game or going to the grocery store is becoming so challenging. See, a lot of the times you're just put on medication, and medication can definitely increase the chances of anxiety when you're dealing with this condition. I want to bring awareness that anxiety is a huge factor when it comes to ear-related problems. Now, you not only are going to develop physical problems, but you're going to develop mental problems as well. Anxiety is going to not only cause you to stay up at night, which is going to increase stress levels and cortisol levels and histamine. This is just going to create a vicious cycle. Anxiety is a big cause, and not only does it affect the ears affects anxiety. Because once you have anxiety, you start anticipating the next problem you're going to have when it comes to your ears, and it's just going to create this vicious cycle, and it's going to feel like your world is turning upside down with this anxiety. So I want to bring major awareness that this is a very common, yes, very unhealthy condition to deal with when you have Eustachian tube dysfunction, but do not be alarmed because this is something that many people are dealing with when they have ear-related problems and conditions. It's hard to work, it's hard to focus, it's hard to concentrate on anything important in your life anymore when you're dealing with anxiety when it comes to ear-related conditions. It's not just your normal form of anxiety, but something that's hard to shake. And number 3, vertigo. Vertigo is something that's caused by the inner ear. When there's a disruption, a blockage, and fluid buildup, you'll notice a lot of issues with balance. Now, your equilibrium is very delicate. It causes your ears and your brain and the outside world to not be in sync. And a lot of times when you're in the doctor's office, you might not have your bout of imbalance issues or problems with vertigo at that particular time, but trust me, as you develop Eustachian tube dysfunction longer, you may run into this. Now, I want to keep all of you aware. Now, our ears are very delicate. When the pressure inside our ear doesn't match the pressure of the outside world, we tend to have off balance. It doesn't always necessarily mean that the world is spinning or our room is spinning, but it's hard to do simple things. Our body just doesn't feel like it's in a nice in sync motion. So I really want to bring awareness that when you're in a doctor's office, you may not hear about how vertigo can be an impactful cause in your life, imbalance issues, equilibrium issues. These are things that you might run into. Now, if you haven't, please keep in mind that it's something that can happen. And if you do and it gets severe or gets worse, just be sure to stay in touch with your doctor. Let them know exactly what's going on. Keep them abreast of what you're dealing with. And don't let your visit be cut short. Get all the information you need. Alrighty, my wellness people, that concludes our video for today. For each and every one of the topics I covered today, I am going to leave special links underneath this video here so that way you can see how each one of these are healed and what you can do about it and how it can help you. I ask you all to subscribe to my channel so you can get the latest, greatest health and wellness videos, motivation, yoga, and meditation. But before I let you go, I'd like to leave you with one thing. Being well is feeling well. Feeling well is doing well. Doing well is living well. Take care, everybody. Talk to you soon.